I think we're live. I just want to make sure all channels are all good to go. Okay. So yeah, let's the magic unfold.
As the magic unfolds, so we are streaming live here in the very safe space, and we decided to stream live because as an open heart-to-heart connection of how Sacred Heart Valleys work and how we connect to heart in a very open and very warm. So I am here with Daisy. So we had a chat prior to that, and I was like, you know what, just open the field and see what's happening. So we don't have any agenda, but we just go with the flow and see what's wanted to come up. It is what want to come up. So yeah. So how do we start, Daisy?
Oh,
Where did
yeah.
Just
Yeah. So our concept is that earlier, like how do we package ourselves? Like it's so difficult, like traditional sense of resume, like because I felt like part of one foot of myself in the 3D world, another foot is in like 5D or even higher a lot of time. So I'm facing that kind of like dilemma. How do I introduce myself to people? Like when people tell me, oh, Daisy, you need to write your resume, even print out a business card so I can promote you or introduce clients. But that I struggle. How do we package ourselves? Like traditional sense of the hats or the suit, it doesn't fit because we multi-dimensional and we shifter like all the time, and sometimes we are in multiple dimensions at the same time. Sometimes we are dreaming in other dimension. Like suddenly we transform. Like how do we define ourselves?
Well, I can share from my professional world and also to the spiritual world, let's say this way. So with the professional world, of course, when you introduce yourself, especially when you go and find a job, or even though like, you know, introduce to the new friends or new colleague, right? You will say that I am this job. Do you get it? Like my job is like change under the change analyst. So you will say that, oh, I am change analyst. I don't say that I'm Lilian. That is a different.
That's true.
So that is the professional world that when you talk about that title, people sort of assume know that you are in which one, and then you need to extend. Is that I am doing this, like I am change analyst in this company, and straight away people say, "Whoa, big company! Oh, I never heard of that." It's like painting you the pictures.
Yeah, painting the vision.
The vision, yes. So it's like, oh, it's like that. Sometimes it's like if you work in a government, you're like, oh, you work in a hospital, you're like, oh, it's just like judgment because of your experience.
Yeah, the system, right?
Yeah, so that is the real world, isn't it? That's the real world.
Yeah, people have different triggers when you tell them different system and different box, and they may have their own personal trigger involved with the system or the box, right?
Yeah, so in terms of the spiritual world, I definitely struggle to introduce myself as when I start my journey. When I had spiritual awakenings about 3 years now, and I have stopped describe to people what I do, because this month I do this, next month I do something else. Because you receive so many gifts, right? And there's so many wisdom and there's so many downloads or channels, and then you're like aha moment, and then you are guided to go somewhere, or you dream. Like it's so busy, and so it's just so full. You feel really full, like in a way, the fulfill and joy that you receive. And sometimes, of course, it's not as joyful when you need to go and really do the work. like the inner work and what's coming up and all of that, because again, we dance with the cosmic energy, right? Cosmic intelligence. And from there, we learn very fast. And compared to the 3D world, that it's just like every day the same thing, go to work, come back, go to work, come back, like that. Just so yeah, it's not as colorful. So this is how I feel. And when I embark on my journey as a spiritual journey, right, is every day is colorful and every day is joyful. Well, that is me, just like you. You are the same, right?
It is. It's energy food. We are eating the food and we are cooking the food at the same time. And it's not other people's food, it's our own food.
Our food, yeah. And then it's just so much, so nourishing to our body.
Yeah, it's not like a job that we're just punching the time sheets. Is we are actually owning. I can see the distinct shifting, like when other people, like friends, like from China, when they share about their job, they're like, oh, I'm just doing this thing, and the business, the trading company. And they usually don't want to talk what's the detail, or they just don't want to oh, we're just having so many meetings and they don't want to talk, but they rather share about something like for instance, what they cook that day, and or they go to the beach, or they have their children, their baby. So it's very different.
Who's coming in?
Oh, Jab is coming in.
Who?
Jab, remember that?
Hello.
Hi, Jab.
Hi, Jab.
Welcome.
We have visitors.
That's amazing. Oh, you're supposed to have a appointment with Jab, right? That's perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Can't say much. Is watching movie.
Okay, no worries. No worries. It's all good. We're just chit chatting.
Yeah, it's so funny. I was like, oh, it's a good timing.
Yeah, it's perfect.
We connect. We connect later on, Jab. So yeah. So where were we? Yeah. So I know that we talking about struggling to put like a brand, like a package ourselves, right? But again, in the spiritual world, I don't think we need to package ourselves. In spiritual world, I see that is to show our heart, to the heart connection. But just like these, just talk like Jeb coming in like these, they will be able to hear me. There's no meeting needed. Unless you have something to talk, agenda, then yes. But it's just like, tuning in, and people tuning in from Facebook as well. What is these two ladies talking about? It's just we are sharing who we are. Again, it just like go back to, you're like professional world. It's just what job do you do? But it's not that who am I? I remember that when I was always at work, when there's the news started coming in, I will always, why my onboarding is really good in the professional world, because I see them as who they are. I don't see them as the head count for the company. So yeah. So that is where I like they love the way that I do. So I'm actually very honored to actually bring these, like from my own, when I'm happy to do that part of the job, because it's my passion, because I want to know people from the bottom of their heart.
Yeah, I want to see you. I want to see you so real. I want to see beyond the package. I want to see you beyond the layers, titles, and hats and after hats. Just want to see the soul, and we recognize each other instantly. Even million lifetimes reincarnation, we still recognize each other. So palpable. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I know that I shared this with Daisy as well, that how we meet. I'm sure a lot of people wanted to know that, how do we get to know each other? So Daisy and I will walk as a priestess in Priestess Present Temple last year. for 2 temples, right? The two different.
Two different.
Yeah, 2 different temples, and I knew Daisy by just checking the name, who is the name, but I would love to check whether it's anyone that I know. And there's a Chinese in there. Yay, I found my fellow Chinese. So I sent a text to Daisy and we said hello, but we did not really chat much because it was very intense journey as a two type of journey different, and 2 different journey, but it's a lot to do. So we didn't get to really talk at all, or didn't even get to know each other at all until this year, right? I think this year, and I got COVID in January, and I remember that I was walking on the jetty, and then I was taking photo, and then I was like, oh, I have this download of this number can help me. Somehow I just did it, and just download number can help me to heal. And I honestly heal in a way that very quickly. And I actually said that light language as well, like just bugs. And Daisy's comment below, I said, I want to see more, I want to hear more, describe more, post more, share more. I was like, oh, someone actually wanted to listen. So that is the post that I feel like that is the seeding.
Yes, I remember every message from you is so potent. So I just remember when you were describing the post, there's some number, but there's also some kind of cosmic dance. It felt like very big, like almost like the Gaia that dancing and weaving the beautiful anchoring of the geometry on Earth. You are trying to funnel it in and download it in. I felt like, wow, this is quite incredible. But at the same time, I felt like you need more people like you. We need to get together. I need to introduce you to all the people that I know. Like we can do it. We can anchor it together. I see the beautiful community we can manifest together.
What did Jeb say there? She responded. Let me read.
She said, happy 666ers. So grateful to feel you both and excited to tune in again soon. All love and good night.
Good night.
Thank you, Jeb.
Thank you, Jeb.
Happy 6/6 portal.
So yeah, and I haven't actually opened from there. I haven't actually have really open, like haven't even opened the Sacred Heart Belly. So that is, yeah. So February 22nd, I opened, and then you were there, and then we just get connected, and we just have this open chat I think most often. We're just sharing like what we see, we feel, and somehow like I felt like with Daisy, she's always mirroring me in a way that we mirror each other, but I felt that my missing part, that she's my missing part. So the puzzle like always go together. Like I felt whole whenever that she's present. And also whenever I have a question, like, Daisy, something happened to me. Is this right? Am I crazy? I said, oh, I know what happened. Oh, no wonder. I was like, yes, that's right. I was like, it's always like come out like more together, like it's a whole wholesome feeling, whole as in one. I was like, this is so special. I find it like so special.
Yeah, it's truly very sacred. You have so much amazing transmission and excitement going on all the time. And a lot of time I felt like when you share with me a certain program, you're asking me, how's this program? I felt like the second you checking and tuning into the program, you already got the download. Like many times I almost want to tell you we can create that program just through reading the description. Yeah, we can do it. You don't need to take it. We can create it already.
I did feel that like whenever I see people's program, right? Like there's like when I say to see people's program is definitely like being guided in a way that how do I walk my spiritual way is I do some weird thing. I do some beautiful things and weird things that I don't even know how to comprehend, and I don't have word, and I would be either drawing, either dancing with my hand, or I seeing, I feeling, I sensing, all the clears would be open up and sense and feel and hear things too. And then sometimes I draw, I create, and most of the time I create now because writing is too slow.
I know, right?
Recording is no word, like it's just no word. And I was like, you know what? I just pull some pictures together of the feeling. So I remember the feeling more than the reading. It's faster because when you feel, it just, right? It just expands. It's the expansion.
Yes, I actually talked with few teachers before, like when they get the book, they don't really read it. They just have it around, just like a piece of crystal. You have the piece of crystal around. You don't really need to read it. You don't need to read the kind of like the way how I see the crystal is like when we have the computer, it has the chip, right? What do you call it?
The chip, yes.
But it is also crystal, right? It kind of like
the is made from the crystal, yes.
The
particle of the crystal, yes.
Yeah, exactly the same concept. You store the information, the digital content inside. It's exactly the same concept with crystal. It has millions of ages of Akashic record and wisdom and the collective ancestor gift, and also the download and descended masters wisdoms and all kind of healing modality, all within the crystal. It's all depends on whether we reach to the level to be able to see and sense on that dimension, to be able to communicate through our crystal body with the soul of the crystal. It's the same thing. You have an oracle deck and you have a book there, and you actually don't need to read it. Like yeah, you tap into the energy field, you connect with the mastermind, and instant you get on the download just coming.
Yes, I used to read, but nowadays I don't read anymore. Even though I pull the card, I just like hold the card, right? I shuffle, I pull the card, and I just flick, and it's always right. I don't need to be, I don't do that anymore, because I know that my energy, I will like in tune, like what you want to know, like your focus is, that's why your energy are. When your energy is. So when you hold it, like this is my technique anyway. So you just hold the card with intention and just flick open whatever your hand in the middle part or whatever, little or thick or small, the card, it just flick open. Whether you pulling the top part, underneath part, your intuition know.
Yeah.
And just pull it out, and that's it. That's how I play the card now.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you see me shuffle the card, it's still like a kid. It's like I was like a bit not mature because I don't do shuffle. When I really envy those people do really quick, and it's just like, oh, I was like, I couldn't do that, and I pull everything down.
Shuffling is for the dramatic effect, to like addition. You create that dramatic effect so people can feel more hypnotized, but you actually don't need to do it. It's all divine timing, right?
Yeah. Because I was like, I don't really need it. I just hold and then send my energy down and then flick. It just like open. This is a frequency. Oh yeah, that's right. Correct.
Yeah, absolutely. Like for me, it's paying attention to all kind of interesting download. And like earlier when we were in our rose party. Yeah. Hi Janice.
Yes. This is an after party.
After party.
We decide to open the field and talk and see what's coming through, and we just talk. Let's talk.
I love when you guys talk. I'm just here to listen and see what's going on.
Yeah. So we were talking about the oracle card. Like I was like, if you see me doing the shuffle, I was like, it's still very immature. I was like, trying to pull everything down because I don't shuffle that much. I just open the card by feeling, using my hand to feel the card and intention and energy feel and open, and it just is always right. So yeah.
Yeah, the same with earlier when we were doing the dance party. Like I was thinking about shuffle, but when I opened the card, suddenly a card just jumped out. That's the Wild Rose card. I know that's the one that I want to talk.
It's the one that we're talking about, Wild Rose or Wild Rose.
Yes, it came up.
Yeah, it came out. Oh, we have another person can join the party. What's happening here?
Hi, Grace.
Hi.
wonder party. See who's coming next. Oh,
this is so fun.
yeah. What else are we talking about?
We're just talking about that we don't need to read the book. We just have it around and put our hand there. All the download just comes through. Just
Yeah.
the crystals. Yeah.
And also prior to that, we'll talk about how do you package yourself. And then we'll talk about what is package means in different, like in the job form and in the spiritual world. Is there any package yourself so that you can sell the product? Like I said, there's no package. There's nothing to package. It's really have to be like connect the people. And then what do you know how to do it? Because sometimes when you package and you write on the paper, how do you know it's real? I can write everything. I can write a lot.
Yeah, exactly. It's other people's hat and the society, the system, like artificial implant you put in the resume. Oh, so many wiring, so many artificial implant in this person's life.
Yeah, and again, I remember that I actually asked one of like in one of the lunch time, I asked my colleague, I was like, "Who are you?" I don't know how to reply. I said, "What do you mean?" I was like, "It's an easy question, right? Who are you?" And then they will have the title on. I am this manager. No. Open that job title. That is the job. Who are you? Don't know who they are. And then they start thinking that I never asked that question. Who am I? So you better go home and think, who are you? This is your homework, I said.
Yeah, and you make them think too hard, and then they quit their job. I mean, when I go through my spiritual awakening, when I first started in 2008, every girl I talk with, they will have a high fever, like for a week. Like, and every guy I talk, they quit their job within a month. Is that every person? They start having ascension symptoms and they quit their jobs.
Oh, I did. Like that person come back to me. I said, "Lilian, I couldn't sleep. Why? Because I'm still thinking, who am I?" I was laughing. I was like, you know what? Go home and do meditation and ask, who are you? You get it. So that's funny, but it's real. It's real, right? So we were talking about people sleeping, Daisy. Remember, we're talking about sleeping people, and people are not awake; they're asleep.
Yeah, a lot of time. Actually, that's one of our missions we're all doing here. We're all doing different kind of journey and all kind of meditation and modality is so that when we leave the earth, we can live awaken. When we cross, we can be fully awaken, no longer sleep.
Yes, that's definitely feel into that. And I know that when I was initiated, I was like, I don't want to die because I haven't served the world yet. I don't want to come back and walk the same path again. And I got so scared. I was like, no, I need to serve. I need to serve. I need to use my skill, my service to serve. And here we are now. So yeah. So
I know that feeling because like with my relationship with spirit, I'm like, this better be my last human incarnation. I don't want to come back like this type of human. I want the angelic human, like that lives on forever. Not like you just have a limited time of like living here up to like 60, 70, like that's it. Like we have a longer life.
Oh, that's so true. Yeah. And again, I know that I did mention it to you guys that June is the way that we introduce ourselves, right? So I wanted to bring, since I have all the conscious leaders here, I'm sorry I put you guys all on the spot. So maybe just use this opportunity to introduce yourself to the community that is there. Is anyone that's watching as well? So yeah. So Daisy, you first.
Oh.
Not package. Introduce yourself. I share and talk.
I still struggle about how do I put myself if I need to print out a business card or resume, what do I put? And I keep on thinking, oh, sometimes I'm a panther. Oh, sometimes I'm the blue dragon. Oh, sometimes I'm a rooster. And sometimes I'm phoenix. And sometimes I'm a cat, a pig.
So you bring the whole zoo.
And then people is like, focus. We needed the human title.
So funny. Daisy and I were connected before we jump in here. So I was like, the healing circle. We're talking about healing circle with Christina. So all of you doing some sort of healing and a psychic reading and all of that, right? And I'm sitting down there. I was like, what can I bring to the table? I said, I have nothing. Like I like in a way that I have nothing. In a way that like, what can I serve? Like I was like, you know what? I just hug. Just my hug. So I was like, that's my medicine. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Your essence, it can be in any form.
Essence can be in any form. Okay, that's something new.
Oh, I like that, Daisy, because sometimes if you were to express to somebody who are you only could give them the capacity of what they know. You'd be like, yeah, I'm God and I'm a goddess. I'm here, I am Janice Neilata Santos. It's just like depending where they are mentally, it's just like you could only give them a certain space. I'm like, yeah, I'm a healer. You're like, yeah, I make art. Some people are like, what kind of art? I'm like, okay, so they're open. Sometimes you don't want to give them the whole thing. So you're like, what can they take? So make them question. If they're more of a questioner, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm a quantum healer or something. They're like, oh, so what is that? And then you expand the explanation. So you just give them little by little. That's how I like expand people. I'm like, yeah, I'm a healer or something. I'll make it very vague. And if they want to know more, then I'm like, okay, I'll expand. If people are like, healer, okay, cool, that's right. I'm like, all right, that means that's good enough for them,
Yeah. just meet at where they are.
Where they are, yeah.
Because sometimes, we do not want to judge people, and it's not for us perception to judge. We just want to introduce ourselves. Who are they? Because they want to know. They just want internal, friendly, and kind. You will sense it. I'm healer. Oh, okay. Nice meeting you. Go. They will go. Right? They'll ask question. Oh my God, this is really excited. Like, I'm the healer too. What kind of healer are you? And then suddenly the click is there. So yeah, just meet where they are. And then again, that I didn't mention it to people that, especially when we Zoom, like if you don't know all these people right in front of me, of course we know each other really well now. If you don't know, like let's say your tone is so high, hi everybody. Sorry, my voice. Hi everybody, right? And then the other person is just like, I'm so sad. I need a support. Oh this, oh that. So you are so high, like so high pitch, because you need to check in people like how they are. So you meet the people there. So you bring down as well, and they will know that, oh, this group is really can connect. I can relate to you. I want to come to your community. So we always meet people where you are. It's not like we're just sensing in a way that just with us, how are you? We just want to check in. So yeah, something like that. If they're open, they will share with you a lot. If they're not, I'm fine, thank you. Just you're processing whether they're open. Again, that is themselves. They know that we're there. They will always connect to us, like come to our Zoom meeting, come to our circle and gathering. So yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly the same concept. I need to learn how to tone down 98% of what I'm saying. Otherwise, people think I'm no, like something wrong with my, what was the word? I forgot. Cycle.
You're crazy and you say thank you. Thank you. When people say you're crazy, thank you.
Yeah.
Crazy people is fun.
I know,
crazy
right?
Is fun, right? It's not like serious people is no fun, like for me anyway. So I know that I'm crazy and all of you are crazy as well. That's why we're here.
Yeah, we have passion in life. Yeah, we have fire in us.
Yeah. So that is what we talk about just now and bring into two of you. Hi Grace, I haven't heard your voice.
Hi, I'm Grace. I'm crazy too.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Mhm.
Yeah.
So when people ask you, Grace, what do you do?
I'm a psychic.
Ooh. I like that. I'm psychic. Really love it. Even Grace know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Mm. Yeah. So what else that we talk about?
Oh, I was just taking notes from all of you guys. So it really helped expand my dictionary. How should I introduce to other people?
I think that I
Actually,
talked about what galactic soul healer, right? Remember we were talking about just now, galactic soul healer.
Yeah, you said galactic healer, soul healer, and
healer.
mystic
Yeah.
mystic priestess,
Yeah.
dream weaver, and then
Yeah,
the
dream weaver.
quantum healer. I'm still taking note. That's so cool. We can
Yeah,
write
I
our
say
own
quantum
dictionary.
healer, but I'm upgrading. So this version of you see me today, next month is different.
Yeah, I know.
It'll be like
Today I'm this, tomorrow I'm that. So
yeah. So like I'm still a quantum multi-dimensional healer. It's just today I'm the element of fire. So I'm a dragon from this dimension and this Stargate. If you want to know more, contact me. I'm Daisy Ting.
Oh, I love that. This is so fun. But I don't think
people call you next week. I'm looking for that Janice with the fire. Oh, today Janice is the water.
oh, I love that. It's like order some kind of cuisine, right? Today's dish is this one. You want to eat this? We can cook this for you.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it works.
So sorry, come back tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be fire. It's because it's multidimensional. Like it is hard to explain to people. I just say, you know what? Just come and join the circle. Which one you're more related? And then we're all gonna be in a circle and having the heart connection, and we share. And then when you have that heart connection and heart coherence, you just like you said, the crystal. You don't need to, or the book. You don't need to read it. So I don't need to introduce anymore who I am. You just know.
Yes. I'm still learning. It's like every day you wake up like from like different kind of lenses. Sometimes you suddenly feel refreshing. You see something from a different angle, even though it's the same room, it's the same house, but you change, and then the way how we see it also change. And
100%, I'm with you there. I am with you there. So yeah.
Yeah, that's why like we don't like fit in any specific title, because we constantly breaking the title, breaking layers
and layers. And also, so like if I really need to introduce to people, and I think that now like now if I introduce to people, that I will be saying that I'm a mystic priestess. Like mystic is just like magic, right? So I don't know what magic that you're looking for, but it's just magic. Everything is magic. So for me, what is mystic? Mystic is psychic is someone that you receive information, right? Just like Grace, receive and receive. So mystic is receive and
what
action. You do. So it's mystic is make things happen.
Interesting. Would you say like you receive and you initiate? You anchor it.
Always initiate, right? Always initiate people.
Everything initiation, right?
Yeah, everything is initiation. So it's just receive and you just do. For me, just like when that's the right time, it's always the right time when you receive, you do. It's just like wave. So yeah, and then you learn on the wave as well, because there's nothing on path, there's no golden path. But you are the golden path. You walk as the golden path. You are the path. And then people follow you. They're holding your hand. Come with me. You get initiated. Yes, Grace.
Mm.
You get initiated. So you just walk together, hand in hand. We're holding a sisterhood. That's that's like my mission. Instead of just detach, I like to hold hand to each, all of you. Just come with me. So yeah, whether you resonate or not is up to you. But my hand is always here. So yeah, I just paint you a vision that I had long time ago when I do a meditation, and now I know why. After I opened a community, I haven't shared this one. I shared it with a couple of people. I can't remember who. So it was a meditation that I see, that I was walking the street, you know, the street like a snake street, you know, you walk and walk and walk and walk, right? And there's a mountain, a mountain, a mountain, a mountain. There's little houses too. And I was walking to people's house, and there's girls coming out and follow me. And I walk the path again. There's more women follow me, and walk again, and more people follow me. And then we up to like in between the mountain. There's a land, like a piece of land, like empty land, and all women sitting on the floor. And I saw myself as some sort of teaching something. So I've seen that a lot of times. So yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Mm.
Yeah, so that's what kind of like you're anchoring on earth, that path.
Oh, okay. It's just that when I walk, the women follow me. So yeah.
Yeah, we walk our paths and people just actually like gravitate.
Yeah. So I want to hear from you as well. Of course, this is broadcasting, and also that is important for community members to know that. What do you think of Sacred Heart Valley? What is Sacred Heart Valley means to you? So yeah.
I pull a card.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whether you guys can see it. The lighting is not too good.
It's like a hill on the top.
Yeah. It's plant yourself here.
Mm.
Integration, embodiment, grounded action.
Mm.
Yeah.
Grounded.
Yeah, kind of like what you're just talking about, your vision. Is it okay I read the message?
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay. Invite your soul to come all the way in, from your knees to your nose, your cheeks to your toes. Fully embody your life. Drop the defensive walls. Let your soul land and occupy each and every cell. Anchor all parts of you into the here and now. Life is here even when death is here. Birth isn't possible without it. And you came here to birth this world anew. Don't you remember? Fully commit to living this life. Put your 2 feet and your ancient soul wholly and completely in. This is the card of the one who's committed to being the bridge between heaven and earth, the embodied mystic. They know that they don't need to denounce either heaven or earth. Rather, they are a weaver of worlds, here to embody their soul more and more with each new day, here to weave the sacred back into everyday life. This card is an invitation to commit more fully to your life as a soul, having a human experience, to invite your soul to grow roots that reach deep so that you can grow tall, to commit to your humanity and your expansion at once. The rose invites us to embrace all stages of life on earth, from the bud to the bloom, from the cutting back to the fruit. Her beauty and sweet scent are embodiment of heaven, a nectarous reward for being here. The rose reminds us to take a moment to properly enjoy the sweetness, and that heaven really can be a place on earth. The mantra, the soul inquiry is, how can you commit more to your life?
Mm. Mm. There's a contemplating, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's quite the essence of the card, of the feeling of the card, feel like what I just described. Don't you think?
It is what you described. That's what I'm saying. That yeah.
Yeah. Is that rose card, isn't it?
Yeah, the same from
Same card. Okay, what's the title? What's the title again?
It's called Plant Yourself Here.
I need to read it again on myself here.
Yeah, plant yourself here. So you can see she opening up her body and blossoming and fully grounded, and there's a root, and the tree root start growing. So our body is our own root, our own tree.
That is like like Sacred Heart Valley. Do you feel that Sacred Heart Valley?
Yes. Yeah,
rooted.
Exactly. We kind of like have a similarity. Like we're trying to remind people how can we be more embodied in our own body.
Definitely embody, yes. Yeah. Because once you embody, because you anchor and then integrate and then embody, and then you will, from that kind of period, you will start to remember.
Yes. That's something what I kind of like picture. Once we awaken and suddenly it's like the Buddha body and feel so immense. And then you can feel different valley, mountain, and everywhere in different parts of the body. And on the little toe, you suddenly saw a mountain top, and then a butterfly just playing. You are this giant, immense presence of the mountain, and the dragon ley lines, and everywhere, all within this Buddha body.
Buddha body. We'll come into the Buddha again. Yesterday we talked about the Buddha. What about the Buddha? I love that. The Buddha body. Buddha body is this. Let me feel. The Buddha body is so solid, it's so anchored, and sit there not moving. It's very grounded. It's gold, huge, that nobody can move them. Suddenly I feel like I'm the Buddha body. I become like a Buddha body. I was like, go bling bling bling.
Yeah, well, I forgot when you shared it. There's something related to the golden dragon. I think when you shared the first time in the golden tribe, I suddenly saw this giant golden Buddha body, and it's like radiant, like miles and miles. It's all gold. It's the oneness of that golden Buddha. Yeah,
you shared that with me. This is so strange. Sorry?
It's like the happy Buddha or Tara.
That's what I wanted to say, because
Tara.
years ago, I had a reading done, and one of the lady from New Zealand, it was introduced to me. And she asked me, how do you do it? I was like, do what? I was like, you have a happy Buddha is on my this shoulder. And I was like, I don't know. Because you see it. It's like, how do you achieve that? I was like, doing a lot of inner work. And I was that year was my first year of spiritual awakening. I only do meditation and journaling. That's it that I do. So yeah, but many tears. Whenever I do meditation, it's always tears, Daisy.
Me like, too. I was about to say that. For me, meditation is crying. So
like non-stop every single time. Like I did too, like no longer do a lot of meditation like that anymore, but no longer crying, but still it's not surprised, right? But the first year, oh my God, it's just like morning I do, and then at night I do. It's just like river. and I'm cleansing, like cleansing myself, myself clear, and become like, you know, like a really pure vessel, I guess, by using my own tears. I'm healing myself by my own tears. So I was like, I am just, tears sometimes is quite vulnerable, but I know that when in meditation, right, I just allow.
I know. I might start meditate. Just felt like, wow, I'm so touched by everyone in my life. So much deep gratitude, so much love, and how they share it. Just like I just keep crying too. I remember.
Yeah. Another thing that I'm not sure whether you guys experience is when I started a spiritual awakening, not only the meditation, I also tap into chanting. It's the Kundalini chant. Again, tears as well. So because I drive to work, right? So I would chant in the car. I listen to the a lot of like those gurus chanting, like singing, especially singing and chant. I love it. And I don't need to learn, I just sing it away. It's just like when I sing Aramaic song, I just sing away.
Yes.
And when I sing, right, I was like, I have to look at my in the mirror. I have a meeting at work. I was like, something in this chant is really healing. And I knew that when I went to one of the big seminar, is in a big hall. I went with one of my baby's godmother. Everybody, you know, like a theater style, the theater style arrangement in the Kundalini way, but they're just normal. They don't wear white or anything, and we all hold hands. Everyone on the hall hold hands, right? And then we chant. It's just simple word. I could feel it's like the energy of the love. Whew. Like me, I don't. There are other people as well. Like I was pouring down straight away. And my manager may not be as sensitive, but she just very intuitive. Put a golden light straight into my head, and I was just releasing myself. Lots of tears. So yeah. So that was really healing. I actually go and learn things, but it's just like I learned it, like it become like learning for myself. So that is part of my experience.
Yeah. Yeah. I go through the phases too. I felt like we are like on parallel universe. What's your experience? I'm experiencing the same thing. Like I remember when my start spiritual awakening before the pandemic, I started having like dreams and download and feeling like chanting music, and I see kind of like elder female, kind of like an angel, like following me, always around me and doing all kind of chanting and singing with me. So I got like different song and music, what I gonna be listening before I even know the name. Like I hear it first and then I just search on YouTube and later on found, oh, that's the one that I heard already. I know like there's something divine telling me I need to listen to that. So I just like kind of have a playlist and all of the songs are already like foretold me what I gonna be listening for the whole year.
Wow, that's powerful. So good. So when you listen to that list, right, is that the healing that you had, or there's something else?
See, I'm not raised religious, so I don't really know what's the meaning. But a lot of them, like I remember, there's a specific mantra related to Ganesha, and then there's different mantra. I don't really know about them at all, but I just know there's guidance telling me this you're gonna be listening. I heard them beforehand before I find the actual song. Exactly the same. Yeah.
It's the divine guidance, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I felt like I think you guys probably in feeling a certain way, like there's so much cosmic transmission during certain time. You will get download, you will know what's gonna happen. like for me, it's like before pandemic, I pretty much mapped out what's gonna be happening. like in the next 3 years or 2 years, I got like a prophetic vision and dream. I was like, oh, okay, it's something gonna happen. This is what gonna be. And even like the pandemic, and I actually dream about it too. Like back in I think September 2019, 2018, and I told Yusuf, and he said, oh, there's gonna be a global pandemic happening.
Wow.
Like, what? I said, are you kidding? Is this some kind of like financial like chaos or a crashing of the financial world? He said, no, the dream is pandemic.
Wow. And I remember that you talk about this, and then you buy a lot of crystal, right? At that time, isn't it?
Yeah. I start like every phase of my life, like almost like the divine giving me specific like a mission, what I gonna be doing. Like while I was in the Navy, and the part of the mission is to saving the money. I save a whole chunk of money, and my parents come over, give me another chunk of money, and that was right before the pandemic, because we did divination, and Yusuf told my parents, you guys has to leave like by this certain day. I think it was December 8th, and told them you have to buy tickets on this day, you have to leave specific day. And they were kind of complaining. They were like, oh, we were planning to stay at least a year, and why we have to leave so soon? And I told them that's the divine guidance, you guys has to follow, which turned out to be right, because it's the airplane ticket go up so high, and because of everything that happened. And yeah, so they leave with me a huge amount of money, and I all of them buying crystal. I don't know why, I just all of them and plus more. You saw my credit card for crystal, so I got a huge amount of crystal before the pandemic started. I know there's a reason for that, and to anchor the intention, and doing all those intention work and grading work, and learning about feng shui, how to do ancestry healing, and with the altar. And sometimes, yeah, it was very distinct. I remember that's the period time we start learning about our dragon team. Got a whole team of dragon, all colorful, and the phoenix. And at first Yusuf doesn't believe. He was like, you watch too much cartoon. Every time I told him about dragon and phoenix. But then turned out that he found out that he has a gift connecting with animal spirit, and turned out that exactly what I'm telling him. And I realized that we will keep on getting downloaded what we're supposed to be doing. Like I got the message in dream, and sometimes he got message in dream. When we wake up, we communicate with the message, almost like solving puzzle, giving us the mission, what we're supposed to do during the daytime. It was so exhausting. Daytime and nighttime, keep on just solving the puzzles. And then we will got so much download, and like every once a month, I forgot, but there's certain time we're supposed to go to a certain place, like go to the mountain or go to the ocean, and we have to do a certain kind of like ritual to release. And I don't know why we have to do it, almost like otherwise we will get some kind of stroke, or because there's so much, almost like high blood pressure or something, like we have to release it out. We can feel something finally feel much better after we do it.
I can relate to that. Although it's not like internal of the body, like the guidance, you know that the divine guidance is that is so like it's potent energy that you just have to go, right? And you receive the message and all of that, and you prepare things, and then you just walk out the house and you just need to go there. There's a mission. So I actually had that 3 times last year. So I'm just going to talk about what is happening, just one, which is the one that at the my house just here. So I'm on the ground floor, and then I have a piece of land like an L shape. So the L shape there, the shorter L is like a square block, the square land. It's not rectangle, it's the square land. So I know that one day it was summer. So I told my son, I said, let's clean a bit of garden, right? Because it's like good weather. So we clean, right? And then it's also so funny that I pull out all the grass. I pull out all the grass of the land. And then my husband said, why are you pulling out all the grass? I said, how am I going to plant? I was like, I don't know. I just feel like pull up everything and then become a piece of land in a way that just all the stony, like a bit of mud and all of that. And then the mud, like, it raining, everything will, when you rain down the mud, there's nothing to grab. It will go all out and all very messy, right? I was like, I don't know. I leave it there for about a few weeks. And then one day I was drying the clothes and I stood over because my garden, I had to step up. So when I stood over, I can see down there. I was like, what do you want me to do with this land? I was just asking myself. And then suddenly a symbol came in front of me. Ding, ding. It's just a golden symbol. And then I look at that symbol. You want me to do that? Okay. So I used the spade, the spade, the round spade, like this, the spade, like you spade the garden.
A shovel.
So I using shovel, spade. I was crafting. I was just on the land. I walk, like there's a symbol, like I don't know, like go in like this. So I walk.
Labyrinth. Yeah,
it's a labyrinth.
Yeah.
It's labyrinth, and then it's like from inside. No, it's only from inside and cross square, and then like this. And I actually walk the whole land, like walk step by step, like this. Walk down. I walk the whole. So yeah, I crafted because my land on there is a bit hard underneath, so I'll have to like up. So but I see it really clear. I was like, what's this symbol? And then I was like, suddenly the crystal pop up on my inner vision, in a way, like inner knowing. I said, I need to you want a clear quartz? So I put Lemurian quartz, clear quartz, sort of like I took a photo, so I just tap it, whatever that they wanted me to put. And it's quite an easy job. Like that like it feel like I know how to do it, Daisy. And I was like, and then suddenly, you know what happened? The wind, really big, and then really huge, and then the bird. I was like, something's happening. And then the rain come down, and then in a second I was running, and then my son said, "Mommy, it's raining." I was like, wait, because I ran out to the patio that I could see what's happening to like the whole. My behind is the whole park. It's just four seasons. Sun comes straight away, and then the sun up. That's it. I was like, well, my son was there witnessing. I was like, something's happening. I don't know what's that. And then after probably a few days, I was like, I should release that dense energy. The world dense energy. I was like, wow, I know how to do that. So that's like awaken. And then starting to sort of like, and then I was sharing with my Diana, which is a ordained, like old priestess, like 85 years old, I think 85 something or 70 something years old. She said, you are a nature, the grid worker. I was like, grid worker? Working on what grid? I have no knowledge of that. So yeah, obviously I know the earth chakras and all of that, and I started to dive into ley line and all of that. So I started to go to the sacred side, like I mentioned about the oceans and all of that. It was amazing. I was like, wow. It's like, I know that I read a few people on the social media that have that skill, right? I was like amazed, but I'm actually also part of them, or one of them.
It is, yeah, it's just so amazing when you become the divine vessel. Like they tell you what to do, you just follow, and it's all kind of fun journey. I remember when we were doing a ritual on the ocean, and he usually he channel, he got different messages, and he got weird message. Like there was one time, I think he was channel connecting with Freya. Goddess Freya.
Yes.
And the message is golden fruit. He was telling me we need to eat golden fruit. I was like, what's he talking about with the golden fruit? And then we went to the Chinese market. At the very, like, as soon as we enter, on the right side is golden dragon fruit. I was like, right there, and it's on sale. It's like 1/3 of the normal price, because usually it's really expensive, the dragon fruit.
Very expensive, yes.
Yeah, but that day is on sale. I was like, wow, isn't that something that we're supposed to eat that?
Oh, so special. Yeah. Yeah. So the pure vessel, isn't it, Daisy? That you receive that divine will, you will receive. Like, is that means that, what did Lenny say?
Oh, she said she's going to bed. Love you all.
Oh, okay.
Thank you
Love you,
so much,
Lenny.
Venus. We love you too. Have a good night.
Yeah, so I was listening to what you said about pure vessel. So everybody can receive message, right? Anyone can receive message, especially the awakened one. I'm talking about awakened one. Like, we have to ready in a way that we always do the work so that we have the pure channel or pure vessel to able to receive and do the work. Is that correctly that way?
Yeah, it's like from a place of non-attachment and
like neutral, like a neutrality, right?
Yeah. And to me, it's more like a fun journey. It just takes a fun ride. You never know what's gonna happen, but that's part of the fun.
I actually really enjoyed it. I was enjoying because you're asking a lot of questions, it just come. It's just like, oh, this one, okay, this one. I remember that I had a mission, like guided as well. Like, I want to go to a place. I was like, why am I going to that place? I don't want to go. And then after 48 hours, was the pushing. I felt the divine pushing. It's like, you need to go, you need to go, you need to go, you need to go. Okay, I'm going. So I set a date, intention, Monday, go. And then the pushing gone. The push or guided, whether it's pushing or guided, that is like gone. Because I know that I'm going.
Like, wow. That's how I feel too. Like this morning when I was meditating, like I felt like no matter how hard I try, there's some energy pulling me. I supposed to do something, and my phone was there. I checked my phone, and then I have the yoga class pop up. Okay, I'll do the free yoga class. After that, there's still some pulling, and then I turn on my computer, and I saw Benji's the rosary prayer class. I was like, oh, okay. Let me see whether the time, because he's in UK, I need to convert the time. I was like, oh, perfect. That's exactly 11 o'clock when I check the computer. That's when the class just started. I was like, wow, that's the pushing, the sensation of the divine telling me, okay, you're supposed to follow this, supposed to do this today.
Yes, the divine pushing, divine guide, the divine pushing. But it's actually, you feel it, like I feel it. It's sort of like the energy say go, 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 go. If you don't go down, and he's like, okay, I'm going. You know, it's just sometimes like going, okay, I'm going, and then just gone.
Yeah, and sometimes you also feel like some kind of relief after you do it, almost like you deliver a baby. You're supposed to anchor and deliver that. Like yesterday I was feeling this guidance, something we need to anchor for the 6/6 tomorrow, like today. Like when it's finally unleashed. Okay, finally the baby is born. I feel much relief. Like now I feel more relaxed because we get it done.
Yeah, I actually really love and enjoy of these guided. And sometimes you just have stuff that you need to do, right? Like, is that I can't let go. But the thing is that they always make it very easy for you. So as long as you say yes to do the work, I make your job like you're supposed to do ease. So I remember that I'm supposed to go to a place, but I can't have so many meetings. And guess what? One meeting cancel, another cancel, another cancel, and I have a calendar. I was like, yes. I got you. Okay, I go. Yeah, it just happened.
Yeah, something like that always happen. Like when Raven was inviting me to go to Arizona, and I was like, how will I be able to do it? I cannot drive, and it's that far, and then talking about hotel and then everything, all the costs. But it just suddenly something just all happened. It just manifested. It's just so easy. It's like within 1 day of notice, everything all aligned.
Yep. While you're talking about that, about expensive and all of that, I have that vision that I had, not really vision, it really happening. So I'm not sure whether I shared with you before about the accident that I had. Have you talked to you about my accident?
That car accident, right?
Yeah. So I remember that I was looking at something that I feeling cool to journey the program, and I couldn't afford. I was like, no way, I can't do it. It's over my budget. Like seriously, it's so over. And then I was driving. It was wet in the morning, and then driving to work. And I was stopped in the middle of the junction, a big, huge junction, like 333, like big junction, and it's like wet. And I was stopped in the middle of the junction. That is, I think, it's sort of like a little bit of downhill, like hanging on the top downhill. So I remember that there is a little car behind me. My car is 4 doors. The little car is smaller, so it should be not as big impact, right? So I know that I could hear it. When I look at the screen, I said, okay, this car is going to do something to my car. So I moved my car sideways so I don't bang the people in the front. I said, quick, I can't move even further because there's incoming cars. I just moved a little bit. I was like, I count down 3. I was holding the steering. 3, 2, 1, bang. And I'm like, I did not move. Normally you'll be like this, right? I didn't move. I was like, oh, it's just a little knot. But I know that when I was opening my eye, I saw the wing. I saw huge wing that covered me. And it's real wing in a way that I can see the feather, like each individual feather, like this. I was like, whose wing? I said, that's angel wing. Definitely this is like angel wing for me. And then obviously I don't have time to process because the lady behind already opened the door. And she's learner and she apologized, sorry. And then she was like trembling, right? And I just walked up to her. I said, are you okay? And she asked me as well. And I said that I'm okay. And I said that you don't look as trembling. I said, I'm okay. I can't say that because I have angel wings for secret. and then I obviously like would take down the phone number, the insurance call, and then obviously drive to work. So thinking, who is that ring belong to? I said, archangel or angels that is protecting me. And later along the way, then I know that it is my own wing. And that wing, I seen that wing before, and not as close, of course, but I seen that wing before as there's another miracle things happen as well in my inner vision. So it's just like angelic human.
Do you remember the color?
White. It's so white. The color of the wing is pure white. And lately, this wing also been active. I mean, it's already activated because I seen it myself. Like I can bring into that image to you. Like I was in a food court. This is another story, but it's very quick. I was at the food court drinking a coffee, right? There's nobody in the food court because early morning. And suddenly I saw my inner child in front of me. When I say inner child, that child is when I was awakening, I see that little girl. Whether it's myself, I didn't know, but on that moment that I know that it's myself, it's a little one. And then I saw myself ascend. Like I'm facing this way and I'm facing this way. I see my soul ascend and move forward and merge with this little one. And then the wing open. And actually very shocked. I was like, what did I just see? I see 2 versions of myself and then my wing just open up so big. And I knew since then, I have a wing.
Wow, that's so cool. Maybe we can open some kind of event people can share about
the angel wings, yeah,
their experience, right? That would be
and then lately as well, why am I bringing into this conversation? Because lately this wing is opened up really huge. And I can't even remember when. Just lately, these 2 weeks, I think when I was in that probably in that sacred union side. So it's sort of a union. I'm not sure whether the wing and the union together, whether they're related. So when I was in the sacred, is it?
the internal marriage of the divine masculine, divine
Yes.
feminine, when we have the inner union, that's when the wing just
Yes,
opens up. Yes,
that makes sense because I have been seeing this infinite a lot
me too.
in my field. And then I was like, and I mean, I'm very connected to infinite and I never really explored them that much, but because there's other thing to explore, never thought, but it was because of that sacred union within me for the last 4 weeks. And last week is okay. The week before, it was sort of a completion, right? And when I listen to the music, Daisy, it's about the twin flame music 1111 hertz. My wing open again. And this is huge wing.
Yeah, the 1111 is the inner alignment. When you align and suddenly you have the inner union marriage come in. Yeah, I need to share with this you know, the this year is a lovers.
And I was actually in the park walking. I was listening to the music and suddenly my wing poof open. I was like, oh, I was like, what's happening? I could feel like this because this wing have grown. It's sort of like full, you know, like when the babies and then adults and then full. This is the full grown wing.
Yeah, that's so interesting because see my teacher Raven, when you first everyone visit her, the first thing she will be talking about the angel level and whether you have angel wing or how big your angel wing is. Like back then I didn't know. I was like, oh, it's just something ethereal, but now it felt like so palpable, right?
Yeah, so I still don't know how to use that wing because I'm not recognized it yet in a way that, yes, I know that it's behind me, but it have been full grown, like grown up, like full grown, like an adult wing, and it's huge. So yeah, so I just shared that with you. It's just lately happening. So
yeah, that's perfect. Let me bring in the infinity symbol in the tarot card.
Okay.
So there are two concepts. Let me share the screen because today, since we have the 6/6 portal, and I can share. So the first one I want to share is the magician's card. So everything, all of our gift, we can all find it in this one card. And I just want to bring in this infinity symbol, which is our eternal union. That's part of our inner magic. Allow that to come in and download.
Yeah, and the chalice as well is there.
Yeah. You see every tool that we're using.
Yeah, the sword,
and the wand.
The wand.
Yeah,
oh, you know what? This remind me, Daisy. In the oh my God, in Lemuria, remember I told you I have like Virgo? That is how I point. That is exactly how I point. In front of me is a pregnant lady. It's in the water, but then kneel down in front of me. And I was pointing my hand on the water and I channeled the energy. I don't know whether what I'm channeling. I seen myself like that with the Virgo wand, a huge Virgo wand. I was pointing up to the sky and my fingers just like that pointing to the floor, to the water, to the like a river or river like my knee height. And I was wearing all white, and I know that like I know that I'm the priestess in the Lemuria as well. So that is exactly how I point. That's exactly how I point. Oh my God, now I'm seeing it. It's just like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, like when you say the card, the number 1111, because the first card is a magician card. So yeah, alignment, right? Inner alignment. And that's the infinity, the inner unity.
The inner unity. Wow.
And then the second card I want to bring in is the lover's card. Let me make it larger. So
the wing.
Yeah, the wing. When we have the inner union, that is a wing. And to me, it also kind of resembles the Isis, the goddess Isis, right? You can see the solar disk and the wing. And and this female and the male, which is kind of like inner union, how we come bring in and get the blessing from the divine. And this is the card of this year because this is the 6th year.
Well, we are very in tune with these 6 years, isn't it? Like we are dancing with this.
Yeah, we're dancing, and when we enveloping, when we fully embody the inner union,
yeah,
that's when our wing just span open, come out. Like when we fully embody the polarity within, like value, yeah, that's when our wings just fully come out.
Yeah, and then we have like the circle of Maya, and then dance with the roses as well, the rose petal dance today. And also we have like, you know, all the rose circles coming up, and we're just in these lovers, in the lovers well currently.
Yeah, and the number 6 is the number of Jupiter. This year is also the Jupiter year. Jupiter is a planet is bringing huge amount of expansion and creative like sources and magic. And so any planet, when it's in alignment with Jupiter, it will go through such big expansion of love and romance and also creative force. So this year there's so much creative force, magic coming in. You can feel like magic portal keep on popping and popping, right?
Yeah, non-stop. No wonder I into the Madeline rising. So I know why now. I feel like since like January, like probably end of December, I received the divine message that Madeline is rising. Like it's not the normal Madeline, in a way that rising like really like fiercely. So yeah. So now it's dance into the Sacred Heart Valley, and we're all dancing as one. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, and also we're doing the Phoenix rising, which is kind of we're in the Gemini season. The Gemini is kind of like that creative genius within that fully just rising out, which is the Phoenix energy, which is the wings.
Well, so that means that we really have another event, isn't it? It's an angel. What's it called? What do you want to call it?
We can call it angel wing. Oh, I don't know.
Angel wing station or angel wing what?
We can call it, just whatever you feel called, and we can cook it up, make it happen. We can probably invite Catherine because
she activated you, right?
Yeah, there are few people. So she's the one like bringing the concept of a 3 pair of the seraphim wings.
So what is the 3 pairs? Do you know?
Because seraphim has 3 pairs. There are a lot of guidance why there's more than 1 pair. She did spine healing for me. I didn't tell her I had a spine injury. She just feel guided that she need to bring in healing for my spine. And then suddenly I just felt like the symbol of a capital letter Y, and the top part of the Y almost like a double helix. The DNA double is like it would look like this, and doing this one. And then later on I realized like that is my shoulder blades, and that one dot is where the shoulder blades meet, and then it just anchor in.
But
hello.
Hi, Carol.
I just wanted to say goodnight. I just got off 3 hours with my sister. So yeah, I saw that you guys were on. So I just wanted to pop on and say I love you so much, and have a good sleep because I'm gonna be going to bed.
Thank you, Carol.
Thank
you so much too.
Okay, good night.
Good night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye for now.
Bye. You're coming and tuning in. I love that.
Yeah, that's so incredible, right? One after another, they keep on telling us good night. Good night. You guys done enough 666 portal today.
Oh, oh, so funny. But really enjoy it. Yeah, let's do that angel wing. I want, yeah, bring in Catherine in. And yeah, you were talking about helix. Why?
Yeah, so there's so many levels of that when it showed up, and it took me a long time. I know there's some, oh yeah, that would make sense. So the angel wings are related to the 6-dimensional portal on this side and 7-dimensional portal on this side. So when I'm doing this, it's also related to the ancestral healing, because this side is the father side of the healing, the mother side of the healing, the both side of the DNA, the latent DNA code, fire letters start getting activated. So DNA activation. And when they start doing, but at the same time with the Y, it also has this part, which is the spine part. So imagine the shoulder blade. Where's the shoulder blade? That's that one dot to be anchored in that one dot. It's actually, when we think about it, it's right behind our high heart chakra.
My heart chakras, yes. Because yeah. I feel when my wing open up, I feel big, like I feel like strong. Like if I'm not strong, like the wing is so huge, I could see. Seriously, I could see it. So yeah, and I felt like straight away straight, because I was in the park, I was walking. And it just suddenly, it's just that I was listening to the song, it just, so I'm in that frequency. Do you think like that kind of frequency of vibration, and then it just open up? So I don't know why my wings open up.
I'm getting download. I can feel it. Oh wow. Yeah, I think you are helping me with something kind of like working on this part of me, which is kind of like related to, this is so interesting. So you know, like the Sphinx, the ancient Egypt, the Sphinx, there's a key code behind the right ear of the Sphinx.
Okay.
Kind of like an unlocking of the lion's gate or the lion's wisdom. It's behind the ear, and it's the same way that behind our ear, it kind of connects with the vertex, and the same time with the wisdom, how to unlock the goddess energy. Oh, actually the mouth of the god, and that's the portal of the Andromeda. I need to get the sheets. Well, you know that I'm referring everything, go back to this sheets.
Kasara grade.
Kasara grade, and that's number 6, and that's the key code behind the Sphinx ear and on the right ear, and that will be the portal gate for I think the land of the Avalon on Earth, the vertex, and connect with the Neptune. Oh, there's so much healing can relate it to the Neptune planet, and also Andromeda. So the Andromeda key code and how to unlock the mouth of the god.
So when you're pointing at the back, right, is there like Jack pillow at the back? Is this what you're pointing to?
There is the people call it the jade palace, right? You also think about the jade pillow. Yeah. And also very interesting with a lot of people, when we do ancestral healing, we have a lot of tons of blockage there.
Yes, a lot of blockage. Yes.
Yeah, our mental programming and the structure, and it's all kind of a big chunk, just all kind of like here, and how we're, because our toroidal field supposed to flow like that, but a lot of times our mental field got blocked, so it doesn't flow. So we have to figure out how we can flow, and just so we can like fully just allow the DNA activation, updating, and ascension journey, and newer version of the humanity birthing through us.
I call that like a divine human.
Yeah, the divine human, exactly. And our body. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, let's do an event in July, early July. because I mean, when you want to do June, you can, but yeah, it's up to you. You're the event planner, so give it to you. So I have my angel wing, and I can come and support. So yeah.
Yeah, let's tuning in and maybe sometime see how we can coordinate with Catherine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be very exciting. And also I got so many downloads. I mean, people share with me wisdom, like just exactly the same time. That was when Nicolette come visited me. She just handed to me. She said, here, this is the acupuncture point for the angel wings. I was like, oh, how did she know that? She was just like,
she hear you.
she said, I just got a esoteric acupuncture treatment, and she showed me all the acupuncture point. That's the angel wing activation acupuncture point.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Yeah, let's see that. So I'm just curious that what do you do with your wing? Is there any function?
It's just for fun. You have angel wings, you fly anywhere. Like you have no more trouble, anything. You just manifest. You just zing, you just zip over there. You bilocation, levitation, spontaneous manifestation, like magic, and just whatever you name it. You, as a matter of fact, let's just name what you want to manifest through this portal. We manifested.
Okay, I will try to do that. I haven't actually used my wing to manifest that. I will do now.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
What time is your time over there?
11:26.
Oh, mine is 4. Yeah, mine is 4:26.
Nice. So
yeah.
I'll start speaking. I want to manifest our conscious community. I mean, we already manifested in the virtual platform. And I want to manifest not just virtual. We feel it so real. We can taste it in our own belly. We are cooking the delicious community meal together, and you're cooking the delicious Chinese food. I'm just so ready to eat it.
Oh, yes. I manifest the real on earth, the Sacred Heart Valley. There is lots of laughter, a lot of joy, and we can just be in the community and really serving our community members. And also those one who come in, they said they want a water. Okay, this is a water for you. And then they will look around. What is this community? And if those people who are hungry, we welcome them to come in too. We give them food. And oh, this is nice. We got Chinese food in the Sri Lanka.
Yeah, I love Chinese food. I'm yearning. I'm longing. I'm craving. Daytime and nighttime. I'm always dreaming about dumpling and Chinese food.
Yeah, so that is just something that I envision, just the ethereal one. But of course, with the real one, that is like, yeah, and I could hear like the ocean. I really can hear the ocean because I could see that I'm walking in the ocean, and I could see the valleys over there.
Wow, I have orgasmic goosebumps and an orgasmic sensation. I know it's my body talking, the body saying, yes, I want more of that. Let's have it. more and more.
Yeah, I could see all the people that are like, just like Moana. Moana, we watched that movie, right?
Yeah.
Yes, obviously, like, not in a cartoon way, but it's just sort of exactly the same. And it's just simple. Become like basic, like simple. And yeah, that's life. Like that is, for me, that is a simple life.
Yeah, we're just simple girl have making a cooking simple dreams. Not too big, just want to have some Chinese food together.
Are you hungry? Well, I have to cook my dinner. But it is just another way that thinking, like, you know what, like a lot of people like nowadays, simple doesn't work. It cannot, it's not alive. Like, you know, you can't be living in a simple way. But what is simple to you? Everybody's simple in different way. It's different meaning, right? Like, what is the simple means to you?
So for me, I'm not sure whether I shared before, many years that I heard this quote about how to define mother's love and father's love. Father's love is a love that's pulling out of the heart, just like rip open the chest, just pouring out the golden sun. Mother's love is to fold this love and put it gently into your pocket. So that's how I see the divine father and divine mother, how it all comes just manifested into every cell of our body. Just feel this energy food just soaking in the love in all levels of our body. And both inside and out, everywhere, just tasting it, the delicious food, the love.
We definitely taste it every day, isn't it, Daisy? Like in our Sacred Heart Valley, we have that every single day. Like we showered with love, we shower with lots of food, nurturing. Is anyone need a healing? Straight away we're there. First one. And their taste of food as well, isn't it?
Yes, because that's how we manifest, that's how we activate, that's how we anchor, is by feeling, through the feeling.
Yeah. And then all of us have different gifts, like just so powerful.
Yeah, and so amazing.
So amazing. So we do have the healing circles coming up as well. I don't know when, but I know that 80s is already put it out there, isn't it? It's on the event tab if you wanted to go and attend one of these healing and any kind of healing. So whenever you are, whenever you come in, whatever that is, you are there, that is what it is. So yeah.
Yeah, so we have all kind of cuisine, healing cuisine menu. Whichever you want to order is all there. We also have our own onboard doctors.
Onboard doctor, that's right. Yes, we do have the real doctor, isn't it?
Yeah, we just have so many gifted and talented people together.
Yeah, so beautiful. So June, just the beginning of the June is 6 months into the year.
Yes. Yes, so beautiful.
Yeah, and last night we're talking about the 7 of the 7, the 8 of the 8, the 9 of the 9, and 10, 10, and 11, 11. A total. And then we have rest. I said, Daisy, we need a rest. And then we'll come back in 1 month. I mean, not probably 1/11.
That's so beautiful. Let's manifest. We are taking on the fun ride of divine synchronicity and traveling with the speed of light. Like, yeah, we speak it, we manifest it, just like that.
Yeah, just like that. Like, you know, like, because it is a new way. Like for me, it's definitely a new way of manifestation. Just like what you say, it's a cooking and eating and tasting and feeling. And it's just like we already tasted. The seed is already done, isn't it?
It is already done.
Yeah. It's just like we are going to meet the universe is going to meet us. So by the way, the meeting, there will be the universe always will test us first. Are you really wanted? So it will test you. So we're all going to be, you know, in this community, we're doing a little circle, we're helping, and then we sort of activate each other. And then the divine will see, like on the universe, you see, oh, they're really wanted. Let's shower more.
Shower.
Yeah.
Glitter of abundance and magic. love and healing. Yeah, whatever you want, you get more and more abundance flowing in. Just say yes, and the divine will give it to you, all coming in.
That's right. Say yes. Because
yes.
If you don't say yes, the universe doesn't know, right?
Yes.
It's a big
Yes. So I have a poem. I'm not sure whether to share with you. I wrote it in Yi's creative writing circle, and I just wrote about the month of June. Is it okay I share it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let me share. Juicy June, June bloom, blooming moon. How much my heart wanna dance, sing and bloom within the flowery June. The flowing flowery month June, like 6-petal flower, a full blown heart portal, slowly unfolding into a dreamy, flowery pink lotus balloon. Go with flow, flown with a dreamy, wavy musical loam, letting the whimsical side of me go wander, getting lost among the mystical fairy forest. Dragons, phoenix, unicorn, rainbow waterfalls, hopping mushroom houses from house to house, bar hopping from 3D Earth to 7D Arcturian Omega Centauri, dancing to the moon, to the star, to the places that we could only dream and imagine in the imaginary land. Who cares if my heart agrees? What will matter if the rest of the world does not? Let my heart take the lead, taking on a fun ride of rainbow prismatic carousel. Rise to all the places that I have dreamed of in my childhood, wildest dreams. Why wait for tomorrow if we can already create this moment right now? Take my hand, let us dance the dance of our heart, sing the song of our soul. Once we start weaving our inner dreamy tapestry, the whole world will provide all the invisible yet visible golden thread. The thread to make all of our dreams even more potent, more palpable, more real. Feeling, diving, dancing, tasting, the devouring the deeper, truer sense of life. How good it feels to be alive, to live my longing, yearning childhood dreams, having, tasting the good things, meeting all the long lost friends and soul family tribes together, knowing that we are always together in this game. We are just creating and weaving our own inner world and inner puzzles in our own little reality, in our own little timeline. When the right time comes, spontaneous manifestation will all be happening, blooming, manifesting, activating. Just say yes and allow the blessings to manifest, indulging the self-love, inner magic, and inner joy, allowing the avalanche of blessings all pouring into the body, into life. In the truest sense, feeling and sensing body day by day, moment by moment, dancing in love, in unity, in oneness with my heart, my life, my inner and truer sense of home.
I hear this the second time already. It's just richer. The feeling is more. Love that. June, juicy June. It is truly juicy, June.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think that I feel complete with your poem.
Yes, we are complete. Thank
Complete. Thank you. Loving for this chat as well. Like Daisy and I, we used to chat like this in the beginning when we had more time, right?
you.
And now he's like, Daisy, I miss our chat. I was like, okay, we open. Then we were chatting, and they said, do you want to stream? I was like, again, the next question is, do you want to stream?
It's always my follow-up question.
It's like part of you. Like, where am I going to stream? I was like, what stream? It's just a chat. I was like, you know what? Actually, good idea. Let's stream it and see. And then with so many people pop up.
I know, isn't that something, right?
Oh, so good. I have all my kids come home already. So yeah, time for me to cook as well. So I need to go. So
Thank you.
good night to you. It's quite late over there. So yeah.
You enjoy your meal. I'll be dancing
Yay, I
in
hadn't.
my dream.
Yeah, today gonna be, well, no time cooking now, but I will be taking away the butter chicken, so Indian for tonight.
Oh wow, yum.
You make curry today? Oh, my son said you make curry in school today. Delicious. Where's my bit? Eat it over. Alrighty, I'll go and take away.
Thank you. Love you so much. See you soon.
Bye. See ya.